Looking at the issue at hand, the burning issue, we know that from your analysis given, it is not very much sure 100 that they're going to meet all those demands. It is not sure. Even in recent times, they've got to make so many promises and they never kept one. So looking at all this real that now, it's very possible that they may not keep to all. But on a scale of 1 to 10, which do you think is very, very paramount that needs to be addressed so as to encourage these doctors, these resident doctors, to go back to work? Aside from the fact that we still have the ASU issue, which is another kettle of fish entirely, but what do you think should be done right about now to at least encourage these guys to go back to work?
You know, the hazard allowance is very important. The downgrading of, you know, there's what we call harmonization. You need to harmonize their credentials to enable them function.
When you talk about harmonization of credentials,
they are talking about the West African certificate they get, and they get downgraded to practice here in Nigeria. Look at it and see how you can shift. The case of ASU that you cited, the court even said to the government that you cannot impose on ASU the payment system they need to adopt. Leave them with their own payment platform. So it's not as if you are forcing anything. But these are concerns that have been placed on the table. Then, if you ask me which is the most critical, money. Anyone that has to do with money. For them to even be afloat,
is it the
to now deal exactly to now deal with the orders? Why don't you make it available? And that's why I said, with the state of the economy, how easy will it be for the government to meet that financial aspect? But in human resources management, that's what you call collective bargaining. So eventually they will still go back to dialogue. You can see the case of labor union and TUC and the government. You know, they decided to backtrack from the strike, and the government now rushed to court, and the NLC say, okay, we are resuming our strike, and government has withdrawn from court. So you see the checks and balances. You see, in communication, we say that people hardly listen to understand. They listen to react. And it's a very serious matter. So now, listen to understand one another.